Hey, English learners, welcome back to English in Real Life, the place where you learn real English through real conversations. I'm Mike.
And I'm Sarah. It feels so good to be here again with all of you.
You know, Sarah, today's topic, it's a big one, a really important one.
Oh, totally. We're talking about something that can change your life, your English learning, and everything else. It's called How to Build Self-Discipline.
Yeah, self-discipline. Everyone wants it, right? But sometimes we just wait for it to magically appear. We wait for more motivation or a better mood or the perfect moment.
Yeah. And while we wait, days turn into weeks, weeks turn into months, and our dreams just sit there waiting for us to move.
This episode is about that moment, the moment when you stop waiting and you start doing, even when it's hard, even when you don't feel ready.
And we'll talk about how small steps, mindset shifts, and even tiny pushes can completely change your path in English, in life, in everything.
So if you've ever felt lazy, tired, scared, or just stuck, stay with us. You're not alone.
Yeah, we've been there too. But today we're going to help you push through it. One honest story, one real conversation at a time.
And hey, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to English in Real Life. We really need your support to keep creating free content for learners like you.
Yes, please hit that subscribe button, like this episode, and share it with anyone who's learning English or trying to build better habits.
All right, take a deep breath, my friend, because today you're about to learn how to build the self-discipline that will change your life.
Yeah, let's begin. You know, self-discipline sounds beautiful when we talk about it, right? Everyone says, I want to be disciplined. I want to change my life.
Yeah, we love the idea of discipline, the results, the success, the achievement, but not the part before that, the work, the discomfort, the sacrifice.
Right. Everyone wants the view from the mountain, but not the climb.
So true. And that climb, it's not always pretty. It's tiring, sometimes lonely, sometimes painful. But if you stop because it's hard, you'll never reach the top.
You know what this reminds me of? When I started waking up early to study English last year, I wanted to be consistent, to make progress, to finally become fluent.
But let me guess, when your alarm went off at 6 a.m., your brain said, Sarah, sleep is also important for learning.
Exactly. Oh, that's so me. Every time I plan to wake up early, suddenly the bed feels extra comfortable and I tell myself, tomorrow, definitely tomorrow.
And that's where most people stop, not because they can't do it, but because they don't want to feel uncomfortable. But growth lives in that discomfort.
It's like jumping into cold water. The first few seconds shock you, but then it feels refreshing.
Yes. And once you push through that uncomfortable moment, it starts to change you, not just outside, but inside too.
That's the real test. Doing what you said you'd do, even when it's not easy.
And that leads perfectly to our next point. You don't need to feel ready. You just need to start.
I love this one because I think most of us keep waiting for that right moment. You know, when we'll feel confident or have more time or when everything feels perfect.
Oh, totally. I used to do that all the time. I remember when I first started recording English lessons online, I kept thinking, I'm not ready yet. My pronunciation isn't perfect. What if people judge me?
Yeah, you are overthinking everything. But here's the truth. Nobody ever feels ready the first time.
You're right. I finally just started, even though my hands were shaking. But once I finished that first video, I felt this wave of pride, like I actually did it.
That's the thing. Courage doesn't show up before you start. It shows up because you start. You just have to push yourself past that first wave of fear.
Yeah. You don't wait for confidence to magically appear. You build it step by step.
Right. Confidence grows with action. You don't wait for it, you earn it.
So if you're listening right now, maybe you're waiting too. Waiting to start speaking English, or studying every day, or chasing a dream. Here's the truth. You'll never feel completely ready.
But if you start now, you'll be ready sooner than you think.
Don't wait for the perfect time. The right time is the moment you decide to move.
That's it. Just start and everything else will follow.
Speaking of starting, that brings us to our next point, because once you take that first step, what really matters is what you do next, and that's where small daily habits come in.
People often think self-discipline means making some huge, dramatic change.
Like, I'll study English for 3 hours every day, starting tomorrow. But real discipline doesn't work that way. It's built quietly, slowly, one small push at a time.
Yeah, so true. I remember when I was trying to improve my vocabulary, I thought I had to memorize 50 words a day to make progress. But I just get overwhelmed and give up.
And then what happened?
Then one day, I started learning just 5 words every morning. Tiny goal, right? But over time, my vocabulary got so much better.
That's perfect because small steps don't scare you. They're doable. When I was building my daily English habit, I told myself just 10 minutes a day. And at first I thought, 10 minutes, that's nothing.
But it worked, didn't it?
It did. After a month, those 10 minutes became 20, then 30. The habit got stronger.
I love that. It's like pushing a heavy train. The first few pushes feel impossible, but once it starts moving, it becomes unstoppable.
Exactly. Small pushes build momentum, and momentum builds belief. And every time you show up, even when you don't feel like it, you teach your brain that you're serious.
Yeah, it's not about perfection, it's about presence. Showing up for yourself, even for 5 minutes, makes you stronger than the version of you who did nothing.
That's how self-discipline is built. One small promise kept every day.
Beautifully said. And that brings us to something important, because when you keep pushing, sometimes things still don't go the way you expect.
Right? Sometimes you fail, and it hurts. But that doesn't mean it's over. It means you're learning.
Mike, failure used to scare me. I thought if I failed, it meant I wasn't good enough.
Same here. I used to think success meant no mistakes. But now I see the truth. Success needs mistakes.
Yeah, because mistakes show you what doesn't work. And that's powerful. When I failed an English test years ago, I felt embarrassed, like I wasn't smart enough.
But then you realized something, didn't you?
Yes, a week later, I realized I didn't fail because I was bad. I failed because I wasn't prepared yet. Big difference.
That's such a big shift. You didn't lose, you just got feedback. When I first tried to speak English in public, I made so many mistakes. I pronounced words wrong. I forgot vocabulary.
But you didn't quit.
No, because I realized failing doesn't mean you're finished. It means you're in training.
It's like a GPS. When you take a wrong turn, it doesn't say, trip over. It says, recalculating.
I love that, recalculating. So next time you fail, don't quit, just adjust. That's what self-discipline really means. Not doing everything right, but not giving up when it goes wrong.
Yes, every failure carries a lesson if you're brave enough to listen.
And that connects perfectly to the next one, because when we fail, we often start looking around and thinking, they're doing better than me.
This one hits hard. I still do it sometimes. I scroll through social media and see people speaking perfect English, and suddenly I feel small.
Me too. You see someone fluent in 5 languages, someone with a perfect accent, someone always confident, and you think, I'm so behind.
Yeah, but what we forget is people only show their best moments. They don't post the days they felt tired or made mistakes or wanted to give up.
Exactly. We see the highlight reel, not the full movie. And when you compare your behind the scenes to someone else's highlight, you'll always feel like you're losing.
That's such a good way to say it, because success is personal. You can't copy someone's path. Your road might be longer, slower, or completely different. And that's okay.
Right. It's like running in your own lane. If you keep looking at the person next to you, you'll trip on your own path.
So true. Keep your eyes on your journey. Even if you move slowly, you're still moving. And who knows, maybe someone else is looking at you and feeling inspired.
Yeah. So, if you're listening right now and thinking, everyone's ahead of me, remember, you're not behind. You're just on your timeline.
Once you stop comparing, everything feels lighter. Your journey gets quieter, more peaceful, more you.
Because building self-discipline isn't about going faster, it's about moving right for you.
And part of that is knowing when to rest, not quit.
You know, Sarah, people forget that rest is not the opposite of hard work. It's part of it.
Totally. I used to feel guilty every time I took a break. Like if I wasn't busy, I wasn't serious. But I learned something. Burnout doesn't mean you're strong. It means you ignored your limits.
Yes, even athletes rest. Even the sun sets. Rest doesn't mean you stopped working. It means you're recharging to work again.
That's beautiful. You know, Mike, I think that's the real meaning of self-discipline.
It's not one big perfect moment. It's all the small moments you say, I'll try again.
Yeah. Those quiet moments when no one's watching, but you still decide to keep going, that's where real growth happens.
Right. And if you think about everything we talked about today, it all connects. You step out of your comfort zone, you take action even when you're not ready, you push a little every day, you learn from failure, you stop comparing, and you rest when you need to.
That's such a beautiful cycle, a real human one, because self-discipline isn't just about reaching the goal. It's about who you become on the way there.
And remember, building discipline doesn't mean being hard on yourself. It means believing you can grow, even when it's hard.
You're stronger than you think. So keep climbing, keep learning, and keep building your self-discipline.
Now, before we finish, we need your help. English in Real Life is a small channel, and we're working hard to grow and bring you more episodes like this.
If this episode helped you today, please subscribe to our channel. Your subscription really makes a difference and helps us continue creating free English content.
And don't forget to hit that like button and share this with anyone who's learning English or trying to build better habits in their life.
We would also love to hear from you. Please leave a comment below and tell us what is one small habit you will start today to build self-discipline.
Maybe you'll study English for 5 minutes every morning, or practice speaking for 10 minutes, or learn 3 new words every day. Let us know in the comments.
Thank you so much for listening today. We really appreciate each and every one of you in the English in Real Life community.
This is Mike.
And I'm Sarah. See you next time on English in Real Life.
Keep pushing yourself. You've got this.
Bye, everyone.